I am so ready for sub-freezing temperatures. Sitting in a tree stand on a cold November morning downwind of a bedding area just sounds like paradise to me. Hunting those cold November mornings also makes me think of those all-day sits that are sometimes required to get within range of a good buck. And if you're going to sit there all day, you have to be comfortable, and that means you have to stay warm. And I don't know about you all, but as soon as I get cold, it's like there's this timer that just starts in my head. And I've gotten better and better at extending this timer over the years, but it still runs out a lot quicker than I'd like it to. And instead of torturing myself trying to train my body and my mind to withstand the cold a lot longer, it would probably be better just to not get cold in the first place. And that's why I'm so glad that IWOM, which stands for Inner Warmth, Outer Mobility, reached out to me to do a review of their XT Hunting suit. Now, obviously I won't be able to do a real field test of it until it gets cold, and I will definitely do that and do an updated video later, but I am definitely excited to try it out, and this thing is thick. Not only does this thing look like it's going to be really warm, it is loaded with a lot of extra features. There's a lot of stuff built into it, so you don't need to buy a bunch of extra stuff to go along with it. But before we go over this suit that seems to have a lot of potential, do me a favor, and if this is your first time on my channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click that bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload a video. In order for me to show this thing off properly, I need to go to a different spot in my house because this thing is huge. So you'll notice it's actually in what they call, or I don't know if they call it, but I call it kind of fanny pack mode. It's built in a way that you just strap this around your waist and walk in with it, and it's actually pretty mobile this way. The elastic pouch is built in. I've got it upside down, but it's built into it so it rolls up nicely. It's not like you know whenever you get a sleeping bag and it comes with the pouch and you try to get it back in there and it never folds up like it should. This is not that way. But let's get this thing open so you can see exactly how big it is, because this thing's huge. All right, so I've got it unrolled, and like I said, this thing is like a hunting Snuggie. So the easiest way to get into it is to start at the bottom here and put it on like a hoodie. So get your arms all the way through it up into the sleeves. And then throw it on over your head. Just like that. So you can put it on like that once you get to your blind or to your tree stand. You know, just have it drop down to your feet. Or what you can do is you can put it on at the truck and wear it in Parka Mode. So it's got this little strap here down at the bottom where the zipper is to enclose your feet that allows you to cinch it down around your waist, and it gets pretty good. It takes a little bit to get it tight on your waist. I think their instructions say you need to, when you get this, you got to do it quite a few times just to get it loose, and I think I've got mine broken in to where you can just give it a good yank and it cinches down to your waist, but it doesn't ride down at all. You do get a little ducktail from your feet, or from the pouch where your feet goes. But I put it on and walked around, jumped around. It doesn't really ride down like if you're wearing an oversized pair of pants without a belt. You don't have to keep hiking it up. It's actually getting really hot just showing this thing off. But as you can tell, this thing is not built for beauty contests. You know, it does make you look pretty big, but it is built for convenience and comfort, not tree stand selfies. When you order this, they have you give your height and your weight so they can make sure that the size that you're ordering is going to fit you like it's supposed to. And this thing, not only is this thing super warm, like I said, I'm already like feeling like I'm starting to sweat. It's loaded down with a bunch of other built-in features. All right, so how you completely get in this thing, we'll say you've worn it in Parka Mode, you got to your tree stand or your blind or whatever, or you climbed up in your tree, you're up in your stand, and you're ready to drop it down to your waist. So you undo this little clasp here, and then you just drop it down. So I brought my blind chair in here so you can see it. See if we can angle this camera down a little more. There. So you sit down and then you just kind of like flick your feet. And then you zip your feet in. Basically think like the Arctic shields that you'd put over your boot covers when you get to the tree stand. It's the same concept, except it's full body. So now you're completely encased in this thing, or once you get it zipped up all the way. But you don't want to do that until you're in your tree stand and you're sitting. You can't move around with this thing at all, and make sure you are strapped into your safety harness. Okay, so the first feature I want to show off is the built-in hand warmer, which is one of the best things you can have when you're trying to stay warm in the tree stand. Especially as a bow hunter, when you can't wear really thick gloves, at least you can't on your release hand, having a hand warmer is vital. And it is super thick. It has elastic around the edge, so it seals in around your wrist so heat doesn't leach out, and it's removable. It's got Velcro along the edges so you can take it out when you wash it. Which reminds me, if you wash this, which you should, you have to take the hand warmer out, otherwise it will take forever to dry. So just take it out and hang it up. And you cannot use a dryer to dry this, or if you do, they've got specific instructions, so you need to make sure you follow those, but I believe you have to have it on just tumble dry only. If it gets too hot, the seams could become, it could wear out the seams, and then it's not waterproof anymore. So make sure you hang it up. Like I washed it, hung it up in my storage room for a few days, and it worked just fine. So on the sleeves, it's got thumb holes on the inner lining, so it keeps it from riding up, and then Velcro on the sleeve so you can cinch that down. I was kind of worried, you know, as thick as this was, you know, as if you shoot your bow with it, is it going to slap the fabric? But I found that if you just wrap it around like that and then shoot, it's not any thicker than, you know, a normal coat would be, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's also got two hoods. The first hood is more of like an elastic, goes like this, and then it'll zip all the way up so you have a built-in face shield. I hope you can hear me. But you can either wear it like this with the hood up, or you can kind of keep it up like this without the hood, however you want to wear it. But it's also got a second hood that is wind and waterproof, and then it's got Velcro on the side so you can just wear it like this. So, and it's wide cut, so you don't have to worry about it blocking too much of your vision. I know anytime I'd wear a hoodie, I feel like I've got blinders on, but this is cut way back, so you still have peripheral vision. And I need to get out of this to show you the rest of this, because I am dying. So to get out of it, just zip it all the, or unzip it all the way, and then just kind of peel it off, and then get it down, bunched around your feet, and then step out of it. So I figured it'd be easier to show off the pockets and how to fold this up, back up into that fanny pack mode on the floor, and then I just have my daughter recording. So we'll start with the big kangaroo pouch here right in front of the hand warmers. It's a good 10 to 12 inches deep. Then it's got two chest pockets that are also almost just as deep, and then two pockets on the sides that also have little clasps, little metal clasps that allow you to access pockets from your pants without having to unzip everything and losing the heat that you've built up in this thing. And then it's also got another pocket that if you have to pee while you're in the tree stand or you're in the blind, you just unzip this. It's got the same clasps. Do your thing, and then you're good to go. Again, so you don't lose the heat, because the whole point of this is to keep the heat in, and that will keep you warmer longer. So I wanted to show the feet. The lining on the inside, it's got kind of like an air mattress material. It's real thick and durable, so you don't have to worry about tearing up the lining. If it gets dirty, you can just wipe it out or wait till it dries and brush it off. And then also the bottom's got a durable lining on it too. So to roll this up, leave the foot part unzipped. You fold the hood down, fold the sleeves across the chest, and then you just start rolling it up like a sleeping bag. And as you get down here to the feet, you'll see where that elastic pouch was, and then you just stretch it over the top. So everything's built in. You don't have to carry extra. You don't have to carry an extra bag to keep this in. Just stuff it all down in there. And you can either strap it back around your waist like a fanny pack, or just carry it out like this. All right, so those are the features of the IWOM hunting suit. Can't wait to update you all once the temperatures drop on how well this thing does. I can't imagine it not keeping me warm. I was pretty well sweating just showing off some of the features. And the only downside I see to this thing is the price. It is about $400, which is a lot of money. However, good clothing costs money, and if you're going to spend a lot of money on something hunting related, it might as well be something that's going to help you stay in the stand a lot longer. It will directly impact your hunts. So if you have the IWOM XT Hunting suit or something like it, let us know your experience with it down in the comment below. Whether you like it or don't, the features that you wish it had, or things you think it shouldn't, also let us know those things too. It'll help more people make an informed decision on whether or not this is the product that they should buy. And hit that like button if you like this video, share it if you found it helpful, and make sure that you are subscribed so you can stay informed.